welcome back to Studioloo. So I thought I would take a bit of time today to show you what I'm working on, maybe just do a little bit of quick making. So today I finished my tag for the 52 tags handmade challenge from Anne Brooke. I believe it's week 32, and it is lazy daisy stitching, so it's making these little stitches here, but I decided to use and maybe this kind of steals the attention from the lazy daisies, but I decided to use this vintage linen tea towel from 1980 to make the tag, and I really love how it looks. I'm really happy with it, so I thought I would just go ahead and make a few more and use up these this whole thing, because it's one less thing in my studio. So I think what I want to do probably is make them about this size. So I'm going to try to use as much of the fabric as possible. So I think what I'll do is see how, yeah, I don't want to lose any of the bird, but I also want to try to use as much of this as I can. So I could probably get one tag up here if I just basically do sort of this. So I'm just going to make a couple of little cuts, just trying to use our materials for the best possible usage, right? So lay that down again, and yeah, that'll still give me a decent amount of fabric. And I'm definitely going to need my fabric scissors for this, because paper scissors do not cut it. I keep them completely away from this table though when I'm working on journals, because I do not want to use my fabric scissors to cut paper. That would be terrible. So then we're going to go to about the level of the tail, I guess. I'm going to move this out of the way so I can cut a little straighter here. Relatively straight. Okay, that side. I think what I'll do is just kind of focus on getting the birds, and then I will see what I have left, what I can make. I think I'll be able to keep a lot of this fabric to make like little tabs and stuff. So that will be good. Okay, so bird one, and then I will just, I'm going to clip a little of this off the top. And that's like the perfect fabric to do like a tab of some kind. That would be nice. Actually, a couple of them. So we'll just cut that in half. And those will be for tabs. Then this will be the first base. So now we will move on to another one. This one honestly could be a nice journal card rather than a tag. They both would be, actually, but I really like them on tags. So I'm just going to stick with my original plan. So here I'm just going to cut right across, because this is the length I want this to be. Let's see how much of the bird here I want to get these leaves in. Well, there's more leaves over here though, so I can actually just keep this amount of fabric here. I really should use my hold on, my rotary cutter, which is just over here. That would be a whole lot easier than scissors. Okay, 1, and 2. Then again, I will keep these for just little tabs. Okay, so now we have 2 bird bases. Then I've got this kind of leftover tail that probably I can't really use for a whole lot, so I'll just cut this. That could be used for something else. So can this. You never know when you need just a little bit of fabric, right? So this I will probably just get rid of. I don't need it. And this could be nice actually down the side of a page, so I'm just going to leave it long. Then over here I think I can make a tag with this bit here. Then we have this bird, and we want to capture this, I think. Yep. And I like that I'm going to get a bit of the calendar on this one too. Let's just see how far over I should go here. Let's turn this the right way. So I think probably like that is how I want to do this. So then we'll just and I will cut the bottom off here and the side. There we go. And they don't have to be like super perfect. I'm going to clean it all up and revise my cuts once I have it all sorted. So that's just a nice piece of fabric. This could make like a little tag or something maybe. This will just be a little bit of fabric. And then I'm going to cut down the middle here and just save these for two little like pocket type things. Then this one, maybe the same thing. And then this side, I think I will cut right down here, like so, and just kind of leave that long. I'll use it in my scraps. And that I can use as a tab. These are just nice colors, so I think I'm just going to cut like this. It'll just be like abstract color at that point. And the same is true for really all this, just abstract color. And now that I think about it, I'm actually going to do the same for this tail, because you don't know unless, you know, you were with me right now that is all blue jay pieces. Okay, so these are all my scraps that I will use for other things, and then these are what I'm going to use on today's projects. I might actually use these in today's projects too. These little, actually I'll use a couple of them, not all of them, because I want some of them in my scraps. That's kind of the fun of it all. So this can go to the side as my little inspiration over here. I'll just put it out of the way, and then I will get my fabric scissors and all the fabric stuff out of the way. And the way that I've been making my tags lately for 52 Tags Handmade, and just in general, I'm just using book pages. I want to take this picture out. I like it. So I'm just using book pages. I do 2 book pages. Just from my glue book together. So I'm going to need how many? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll just do them all right now. I'll get them all together here. Oops. 2. 3. And 4. So this is just a really nice project that you can do with like those vintage, these vintage tablecloth, or not tablecloth, sorry, tea towels, right? There's always all these like beautiful tea towels that I see with the calendar on them, and I'm always like, oh, that's so pretty, you know. So I pick it up, not knowing necessarily what I might do with it, but just cut that off. And they're usually like linen or cotton, like really nice thick cotton. So I'm just going to get a bit of an idea for how wide I need this to be. So take this off. And on this side, probably a little more than that. Okay. right, so then I'll just take this off too. Now, the easy part here. Well, it's all easy parts really. These are pretty easy to make. They're pretty relaxing. We just cover the whole thing with glue because that's going to be what holds your fabric down. And a good glue stick is great for this. I'm going to stitch around these anyways, so you don't need to go super heavy on the glue. So we'll just get this down. Then this is the opportunity to just really clean it all up and turn it into a tag. So first I will look at the back here, and I'm just going to trim the excess fabric off here, which I'm actually going to grab my fabric scissors. I don't want to cut this fabric with paper scissors, but I also don't want to cut paper, but here I am cutting paper. Okay, just a tiny one. All right, then back to these. Just gonna even this up. Okay, then we need this again because we're not gonna get a good cut if I don't use the fabric scissors, because this is linen. It's not as sort of forgiving as like a thin cotton. So, I mean, I probably need to get some new fabric scissors anyways pretty soon. So I'm not too stressed if these ones get a little dull. All right, so we've cut the tabs for the top, and then we'll cut this. Okay, and then we have the tag. I just have to back it with something and then stitch around it. So that's one. Let's do the next one. The blue jay. And I'm going to, let's see, I'll probably trim this one down a bit. Keep this for tabs. My little dog is upstairs barking, my Toasty, because he is wondering why I left him up there and didn't bring him down here. I've been kind of bringing him down here. We had a very sad, unfortunate situation this week. My kind of patriarch dog, he was 16 years old. He's a Chihuahua that I've had for so long, 16 years. He passed away this week. So now I am just kind of, yeah, adjusting to being a one dog home, and it's very weird. We had 4 dogs just maybe two and a half years ago, and unfortunately they were all quite old, so the event of their passing has happened a little bit close to each other, which hasn't been terribly easy. It's very strange to lose pets like this so rapidly, but I kind of got all my pets at around the same time, and I had a 14-year-old or 15-year-old dachshund, and she passed away like just maybe a year ago, and then my puppy just passed away, and then I had my dog that I have now, Toasty. He's about 10. My other dog was the same age as him, but unfortunately he had a very rough start in life. He was a rescue from an Amish puppy mill in Pennsylvania, and he didn't have the easiest life to start out with. So he was my baby, and I really loved him, and he was very important to me. And when he passed away, it was actually kind of sudden, but it was a genetic heart condition, like a heart defect, which unfortunately Chihuahuas are actually extremely prone to heart conditions. So a lot of small dog breeds are, unfortunately. It's not easy. So that's one. I think I know why he's barking. I think someone's at the doorbell. I think it's probably a delivery. That's why he's barking. Okay, 2 done. So let's just pop them over here. Now, where's my other book page? Did I glue more than 2 together? Yep. Okay, let's just take that back off. Yeah, I'll just do another one. I glued 4 together apparently. I don't know. Let's just make another one here. Okay. Now the cardinal. I'm going to use that whole entire piece of fabric. So just do the same amount on both sides here. Okay. There we go. And we'll just cover this with glue. Actually, it sounds like he's barking at the back door. I think there's been this Siamese, I don't know who lets their beautiful Siamese cat outside. I was like so shocked to see it walk on our fence. I was so shocked to see a Siamese cat outside, and he walks on our fence, and every time Toasty sees him, it's like it's a war. He wants to start a war with this poor cat. But we don't have any of that happening. I do not let him outside when the cat's out there. We get so many critters in our backyard that we've had raccoons and possums and oh, so many things. Okay, now I'll just trim the fabric. Okay, that's that one. Then just make a pocket with this one, I think. I'll just take one of these pages out and just kind of put one little bit of glue there to just hold it together. Okay. There we go. Pocket. And then I wanted to make a tag with this one too, so I just take this page because it's sticky. I need to empty my recycling. It is definitely full. I'm just going to try to do this without so many steps this time. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Then just cut the excess paper. This one is not particularly straight at the bottom here, but I think that's fine. I'll just straighten it up. Okay. Oops, wrong way. There we go. All right, so all these scraps out of the way, and we have another tag, and I'll probably put something more on this there because it's kind of a weird block. Let me see if I have anything right now that I would want to put on there. I think I could even get away with doing like this kind of a thing. It'd be kind of cute. But anyways, I won't do that right now. I will stitch around these. So this is just a quick little video to show you how to make tags with these vintage towels. So I will back these and I will stitch all around them. So let's just take a look what we made here. There we go. So yeah, this is just a fun project idea, and I hope you had fun hanging out with me for a little bit, and I will see you next time in the next video. Take care. Bye for now.